Welcome back to another episode of Tay's Garage, and behind me is my 2004 Mercedes CL500. So I've owned this car for about 5 years now, and I think it's time to discuss the cost of ownership over these past 5 years. So as you see here, I've compiled a list of almost every dime that I spent on this car. Now, as much as I'd like to, it's very important to note that I will not be including consumables such as tires, oil changes, brakes, or any other common wear items in this video. So without further ado, let's dive into this list. Now, I paid just $1,500 plus $293.75 in registration for this car that had a sticker north of $100,000 back in 2004. Almost immediately after purchasing the vehicle, I replaced the starter for $588.50. I also replaced the serpentine belt and idler pulley for $74.80. The motor and transmission mounts were replaced for $836 even. Now, at the time, I had the starter and the motor mounts all replaced by Alex over at Ground Vision Performance, partially because I didn't want to do all that work with no lift available.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
But nonetheless, he does amazing work. Feel free to check out his page. I will drop the link in the video description. So then I went ahead and replaced the valve cover gaskets, and I attempted to paint the valve covers, and it came out horribly, and I will not show you guys that. I absolutely am going to show you. So as you can see, the paint is cracking and chipping off. Prep work was probably not the best, so we'll leave it at that. Then I purchased a carbon fiber trunk lip and the single vane grille for $455.82. I also got a carbon fiber front lip, which was a gift, but it was $486.18. I also got a carbon fiber shift knob for $62.73. I ordered a custom European vanity plate for $45.15. I replaced the AC compressor, some lines and valves, as well as the receiver dryer, and had it recharged for $664.62. I also picked up these beautiful wheels that could definitely use a refinish for $700 even on Marketplace. This car went through 3 sets of exhaust tips, 2 of which were $120.58. It also had some exhaust work done. I had the mid-cat and muffler deleted. And that came out to $109. And unfortunately, in my younger and adolescent age, I paid $96.58 for K&N air filters.
You what?
And I also put the stickers on because, you know, stickers add horsepower. I picked up a heads-up display on Amazon for $40.68. I think it's pretty cool, so I'm gonna leave it for now. I had also bought some LED color changing strips for the interior, which I have since then removed, but at the time that was $24.18. I bought the pre-facelift AMG cluster and engine cover from a gentleman who was parting out an S55 AMG. And he was nice enough to sell me both of those for $40 even. I also purchased yellow speed racing coilovers for this car for $1,188.74. And as you know, when you convert the suspension on ADC vehicles, you need to convert the pump as well. And I did that for $158.70. The stickers that I have on the vehicle came out to $56.02 in total. I bought some LED turn signal bulbs for the front and the rear, and those were $37.96. I also bought a car cover, which I no longer use, but that was $40.75. I replaced the coolant reservoir because they are known for breaking at these 2 points here, and that was $30.77. I also replaced the oil cap and the dipstick, and those were $38.75. I also bought a key lanyard and a fob cover for $17.03. I bought some really nice seatbelt cushions, and those were $15.40. I like to stay protected when I drive, so I bought a dash cam and an SD card for $41.27. Someone attempted to break into the car and unfortunately destroyed my driver's side window, and for some idiotic reason I do not have glass coverage on this car, so that was $255.38 out of pocket. When I first got this car, this back glass had a giant crack in it right around here, and I had this back window replaced for $814.64. I also had to replace the heat and AC blower motor, and that was $36.92. Now, this car did get hit and unfortunately was totaled out by the insurance, even though the damage wasn't that bad. And this happened back in 2022, and I ended up buying the car back from the insurance company for a sum of $3,000. All of the miscellaneous parts I had to buy to repair the vehicle came out to $2,458.99. I had the windows tinted by my buddy Ishmael, and I did 5% all the way around for $220 even. I bought these really cool puddle lights, not the cheap stick-on ones. These ones actually fit this vehicle, and these were $35 even. I purchased an FM transmitter for the radio, and that was $29.76. I also had to replace the alternator, which was free because I got it from my personal parts card. I also received an updated key fob as a gift, and that was $200. Yes, I am fully aware that a gift is technically not something I'm supposed to include in this, but I'm just going to include it just because. I also installed this really cool plate shade that I got as a gift, but I do not know the price, unfortunately. Since this vehicle didn't come with sway bars from the factory, I went ahead and bought everything I need to add a sway bar to the front, and that was $211.64. I also purchased a new center support bearing and a flex disc for $72.09. I haven't installed these parts yet, but I will be soon. I'm pretty sure I'm leaving something off of this list, but I will remember to put that in. Anyways, that's going to bring our grand total for this beautiful unit out to $16,455.47. That being said, that is going to conclude today's video. As you can see, it got dark out, there are mosquitoes out, and I want to go home now. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.